Hi, this is Majin Oni, and since I'm a little bit behind today, I thought I'd give you a stack of reviews today. So I got a bunch in here. Now, first up, I'm going to do things a little bit different on this one because there's so many. So we'll do the Avengers first. Now, I really like the direction that this storyline took on these issues here. The Avengers are finally starting to fight back, and there is a surprise that happens in New Avengers, which I didn't expect coming, but I was very, very glad to see it when it happened. Now, I do like the art in this one, and I think the story flowed pretty well. They do resolve, is Veronica Hand a traitor or not, also in this issue, which I thought was we're finally getting to that resolution. This one, on the other hand, I had issues with it, mostly in terms of artwork. You know, at times it was alright, but then other times it just got bad, and I was really disappointed. And I think the artwork really brought down my excitement for the issue, especially when there's like some really good scenes in it. Like this page right here was really, really strong, I thought, but I think the art was just bad. And I'm really looking forward to seeing the ending to this battle, because the Avengers are looking for some payback, especially the Red Hulk. And there was a little bit of humor in this one too, because the way Red Hulk acted with one of his jailers or people like that. So I thought that was really good, and I'm kind of curious to see what the fallout is going to be with these two issues. So far they got me back into it a little bit more. Okay, Fantastic Four, FF number 15. We get the return of Power Pack, and we get to see basically a little bit more about what's going on with Franklin Richards and his future self. It fills in everything that happened right before they appeared in the last issue of the Fantastic Four. I know the art is just okay. I think it's better than it was last issue, but it's still not great. But I think since this is a little bit more of the kids of the FF or Fantastic Four, you know, it doesn't have to be as gritty or as perfectly clean. It's just that it's just really for what I'm looking for in a book. It's not as good. But I can't even say this was a great story or anything like that, because it's basically just a filler. We already know what basically happened, so this just fills us in, and it doesn't tell us anything new or anything earth-shattering. But it was a good read, decent read. Okay, Hickman's Ultimates, number 7. I'm really, really torn with this. Basically, I remember I started to read this book, and I actually stopped, because I'm like, I just don't care any longer. We've been building up this big battle between, Reed and the Evolution people, and how hopeless it is, and then every issue, it's like, it's hopeless, it's hopeless, it's hopeless. And you can kind of see what they were going to do in terms of, who's going to stand up against them. Because we have those new, these guys over here, the Celestials and Externals. So I knew that they were going to, to join the battle at some point in time. It's just when were they finally going to acknowledge that. And, I mean, the art, I think, is fantastic. The writing is, I don't know, I'm pausing, because the writing is good, but it's my enthusiasm which has gone down quite a bit. And that's a shame. I think this story might work better if it was a trade, because right now I'm kind of getting exhausted by it. And I just want the fight to start, and I want it over. So that's my thought on this. If you guys want to read it, I have the code for you. So here's the instructions. You can pause it for the instructions. And here's the code. Okay, there's that. The Amazing Spider-Man. I'm really, really looking forward to the Sinister Six with Doc Ock in this one. This issue here I think it's basically laying down the framework for what's going to happen, I think, even beyond the Sinister Six. You have Peter, and he's over at Horizon Labs. They're talking to John Jameson. JJJ's there, and then there's a problem. They lose communication. And the next thing you know, Peter just disappears. And Jonah's pissed as all hell because, he doesn't know what happened to his son. He thinks now Horizon Labs is a danger. So not only do you have Horizon Labs as a danger, you do also have Peter already in trouble with Horizon Labs, and now he just disappears in a time of crisis. And I really don't understand how he's going to be able to put up not a valuable, but like a reasonable excuse to why he disappeared. But he ran to talk to Spider-Man to go get Johnny Storm, and he doesn't come right back type thing. Why couldn't he just do it from the control room? So, it's going to raise questions. So I'm really curious to see what's going to happen with his job at Horizon Labs, because we all know that it's not going to last. So anyways, they go off into the space station, and there's a moment where they just stole from Terminator. And I didn't mean stole, it's more of a homage, and I thought that was kind of funny. And I'm really looking forward to it. This wasn't what I would say a fantastic stellar issue, but it was a good springboard to what's going to come. And finally, Justice League number 6. This is the final battle with Darkseid, and this was a great read. You finally have the team working together, and I actually saw something that I thought I'd never see. Not only do you have Wonder Woman shoving her sword in one eye of Darkseid, but you have Aquaman shoving his trident in the other. I was like, oh man, if this was like the regular Justice League, maybe you might not have needed a reboot. See, awesome. I love the artwork in this. I thought it was really good. My one complaint is the battle. While the battle was primarily this one issue, I wish it was like 2 or 3 issues of battle. Because if they were able to keep up this kind of momentum, it would have been an amazing read. Now, also at the end, they basically, I guess you can say, it basically elevated all of the heroes to a new status in terms of the way the public looks at them. So this is definitely the springboard from what happens here to what's going to come to the future. Overall, I really enjoyed this run. I think, it's not without its problems, but I think overall I really enjoyed it. Also, at the very, very end, we get a Pandora story. And I thought that was interesting. The Phantom Stranger shows up, and they're going to be talking more about her in the Justice League. And also at the end, they're hinting at the group of supervillains. So I'm really curious to see who's going to be on board with that, and how that's going to work out with the Justice League. Overall, I really enjoyed it. So far, I haven't read everything yet, but I think overall we got some good reads. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Rate the video up or down, let me know what you think, and I'll have more reviews later. So until next time.